Welcome to Global After 4. Today is on 29th January, and just 2 days ago, talking about 27th January, the M23 rebels claimed to have taken or captured Goma, the biggest city in the eastern part of the DRC. And we know, the world knows, that the M23 rebels have been fighting intensely against this DRC's army in that part of the Congo. And on 25th this month, they launched a serious attack on Goma, and the DRC army tried as much as they could to push them back with all sorts of machinery, including bombardments. But all in all, the M23 advanced and took over the city 2 days ago. Now, that event was accompanied by immense lootings, death, loss of lives, not just the military, but also the civilians, immense rapings, tremendous loss of property and livelihoods, and absolute panic. And people have been living that part of the Congo in the thousands, escaping to the neighboring countries, Uganda, Rwanda itself, Tanzania, Angola, right? And the thing is, that event right there escalated significantly the conflict that has been happening for close to 2 years now, remember, since 2022, when they first launched an attack, like a serious attack, though we know that fight's been happening for so many years, really, but in 2022 is when they resurfaced and launched a serious attack to take over that city. And right now, as we speak, we talking about them having captured it and now running their affairs, including the very key infrastructure like the international airport. Okay. And as I was saying, that event right there escalated the conflict to very critical levels, and there are fears. In fact, the UN and the international community have expressed their fears that this conflict could very easily escalate into a broader regional war, a broader regional conflict. The M23 rebels are believed to be backed by Rwanda, okay, because, first of all, the government in Rwanda is a Tutsi government, and the M23 rebels being predominantly comprised of the Tutsis, the government in Rwanda sees them as friends, okay, and as allies against the Hutu militias in the DRC that, according to the news out there, have been grouping or regrouping. Because remember, after the 1994 Rwandan genocide, the Hutus, who are the aggressors, a lot of them in their millions, were pushed into the DRC. And now, the whole time they've been in the DRC, they've been regrouping to go back to Rwanda, retake the government, and yeah, just retake Rwanda, right? So the Rwandan government being a Tutsi government and having a very strong militia, the M23, they've been working hand in hand to see Congo, the DRC, destabilized and keep the Hutu militias in the DRC in check. That's like a preemptive move to forestall any potential attack from the Hutus in the DRC, right? And Goma, first of all, is a very strategic city. It's the commercial hub in that eastern part of the DRC, considering that it hosts numerous international aid organizations and it serves as the commercial center for trade between Rwanda and Congo, Rwanda and the DRC. Let me be very specific. Rwanda and the DRC, because goods coming in from Rwanda and going out of the DRC pass through Goma. So it's a very strategic part. It's a very strategic city. Away from that, Goma is said to be one of the most mineral-rich regions of the DRC. Rich in coltan, rich in cobalt, okay, and so many other mineral deposits. And that forms part of the fundamental reasons why the M23 been fighting to take that part of the DRC. Okay. Now, as I've said, there's immense displacement. The people are leaving. They're losing their lives. They're losing their livelihoods. Local and foreign fighters that have been fighting alongside the DRC's army have lost their lives. Talking about 18 South African soldiers having lost their lives in that intense clash, and a lot of other foreign fighters. Okay. And it doesn't seem very bright. The future between the two countries doesn't seem very bright. First of all, yesterday a meeting was convened by the Kenyan president, Ruto, to hold peace talks between the two leaders of the two countries, Paul Kagame and Felix Shisekedi. But Felix Shisekedi didn't show up. He skipped that meeting because, in his words, he said that Rwanda backs those rebels. So, in his opinion, Rwanda is fighting to destabilize Congo, probably to take over Congo, to overthrow the government in the DRC, right? So, in his words, he said, taking Goma, the M23 rebels taking Goma is a declaration of war, and he won't back down. He's not going to relinquish power and lose Goma in the hands of rebels. He got to deploy the military and all the machinery at his disposal to retake Goma. Okay, and I think that's part of the reason why he didn't show up to the yesterday's, convention or yesterday's meeting. So yeah, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be much worse because he's declared the war, and we don't know. As I've said, the international community and the UN have expressed serious concerns that war could very easily spill over and become a very bloody regional conflict between Rwanda, the DRC, and Uganda, because Uganda has been working hand in hand with the Rwandan government, okay, Paul Kagame and Museveni. They've been working like brothers. Yeah, because of ethnic affiliations, though that's a story for another day, but it is true. It is true that these two guys are like close family. Yeah, actual cousins. So, yeah, there are fears that it could escalate to a broader regional conflict, but we hope and pray that it doesn't get there. As it is right now, is a dire humanitarian crisis, absolute anarchy. The people are losing their lives, and that's the most important thing. The people should not leave their land. They should not lose their lands. They should not live in fear. They should not lose, their lives and peace. I hope, and we all hope, that these two presidents, Paul Kagame and Felix Tshisekedi, is going to sit down. They're going to sit down, resolve the issue diplomatically, restore peace, and let the people live. Let the people live. Anything coming up from that part of Africa, I'll be here to update you. In the meantime, thanks for watching.